how to still install it, so let's give them some space. We can just leave it like that, but they're gonna have to do an install on it, so we'll leave it here for now, and we're good to go. Okay, so we unloaded the truck from BSE with all the beautiful Alto-Shaam stuff. You see the nice combi oven we got here under our brand new hood by EcoArch Avtech. So this, amongst the other equipment that we have right here, we got the FX series freezer right here in front of us. We got some cook and hold equipment. We are going to be doing something called the Taste of Alto-Shaam, and this is the first, I believe, of 3 this year here in the Bayonne, New Jersey headquarters. Chef Anthony's going to be in. He's going to be cooking, and we're going to have some customers, we're going to have some dealers, consultants, all here in a beautiful setup to taste the product, see the equipment in action, and you know, hopefully we'll get some more Alto-Shaams out in the New Jersey, New York market. And I invite you. So you can go to the BSE marketing website and you can sign up to join us here this April 25th, 6th, and 7th, I believe. And then there's going to be other ones down the line in the year. So you can sign up. You can come here and enjoy join us. See, but we don't do takes, Lisa.
No takes.
Keep that in. Hey, we're going to be cooking on these bad boys.
I open this door, but what don't you see inside there? You don't see the element, you also don't see the water line and the drain line having to feed this. So underneath the countertop, there's 100% usable storage. So this hot well is a waterless well that uses the same halo heat thin thermal cables, but I don't have any water inside this unit, right? So typically a steam table pan, what do you see? There's water at the bottom, there's elements submerged in that water, and you see steam rising around the top. And that temperature of that steam is 212 degrees. So in essence, you're really cooking the outside of your food. You're continuing to cook the outside of your food instead of holding it properly. So what you also get, right? So I get usable product out of a pan. I don't get like crusty rice or crusty mashed potatoes, or I don't see that, you know, those meatballs marinara sauce starting to kind of dehydrate and sitting inside there. If this was a steam table, I wouldn't be able to pull this out with my bare hands. So everyone knows what a combi oven is. It's a convection oven on its own. It's a steam on its own, but you can do both together. So right now I'm doing a program for my roast chicken. So we have up to infinite amounts of programming that you can do. We have what's called safety vents. So the last 2 minutes of the cooking cycle, or the last 10 degrees on the probe, what happens is our vents open up all the way. It's going to allow a lot of that accumulated vapor and steam to kind of go out through my hood and not kind of into the atmosphere, right? So I don't have to get blasted with it. We also have something called zero clearance. We don't see it right now, but our zero clearance is a patented technology that we actually can take a piece of equipment and put it right up against it. If you look at a lot of our competitors in that spec sheet, they'll say anywhere from 12 to 18 inches that they want you to have. So we can actually take a piece of equipment, put it right up against the side of it, just so I can maximize the space underneath the hood, right? So a converge oven can be a 2-chamber or a 3-chamber. But I have the ability to have water and moisture inside each one of these chambers. So I can do a lot of different things inside here and have individual cavities for items. If I wanted to steam shrimp, if I wanted to bake cornbread, or if I wanted to roast salmon, I can do this all in one oven, ventless.
If this motor breaks down, no worries. I got heaters and motors in the 2 cavities below, in the 2 compartments below. Industry dramatically. I believe everybody and their mother doesn't order a combi oven that can work. It's not required. When you put a combi on a cook line, Anthony, open that combi door. You want that on your cook line with a 36-inch aisle, or you want half the size door so you can get around it, right? That's one of the problems with combis. So I think this changes the business dramatically. When you look at the price on the price list of the installation and you really think about it, you go, how can they install it for that price? The reason we can install it for that price is it's probably 40–50% less than hiring a separate plumbing electrician and then getting these guys to come in and check it out. The reason is, even if I give you a discounted installation, but I saved on one single warranty service call because it wasn't installed right. I just made up the money. So it's kind of like, what do they call it in the glassware? When you guys sell Libby glassware, right? It's a loss leader. To get all the other stuff, same thing. Our installation is kind of a loss leader to make sure we don't incur huge warranty bills down the road.
Sales sells the first unit, service sells the second and third. And, you know, in today's marketplace, just to give you some insight into kind of what service companies are going through, it's not just us, it's any service company across this market, across the country. You've probably heard the skilled labor, the trades are really feeling you know, the hurt on trying to find technicians that actually want to do this work. Combi ovens. I think we're seeing more and more combi ovens go into the field, and one of the probably most painstaking things that we see are combi ovens being quoted into locations that are just not fit or ready for a combi oven. You know, Geraldine, she's our service manager, so she's seeing things on a daily basis. She sees a lot of the day-to-day, working with the techs, working with the customers. You know, we'll get there and it'll be a hot rush. You gotta go get a site survey done. Hot rush. We'll walk into a site survey and there won't even be a wall. And the unit will be in a crate 5 feet away. And we'll get to the site survey. Where's it going? Well, it's somewhere over here. Well, where's the drain going? Where's the plumbing coming from? You know, there's a lot of variables that come into play for us to do an actual site survey and submit it to Alto-Shaam confidently so that they could say, okay, perfect, now we know what's going on, we can ship the unit, everything's gonna be fine. We have to give them that proper data. So sometimes these rushes, communication is definitely key. We have to talk to them instead of rushing the same thing. And when we do a truck roll these days, our technicians cost a lot. So, you know, driving them 30 minutes, 40 minutes, an hour, these guys are all making top dollar. And, you know, from our perspective, we could be somewhere else putting out a real fire, making, you know, obviously making some real money versus just coming to a stop that's gonna not do anything for anybody. Then the customer kind of looks at us like, you don't know what you're doing. We look bad, everyone looks bad. So if you want to maintain the integrity of the equipment, if you're spending 25, 35, 40, whatever the price tag is, this is an investment that you want for at least a decade, 10 years, 11 years, 12 years. You don't want to have to go for the next years. And we see it happens with steamers. Anything that water is running through is at risk. So I would definitely make sure that the water test is done, the filtration is talked about, and even maintaining, you know, whether it's us, whether it's you, it doesn't matter. Making sure they understand that those filters need to be changed periodically, and it all depends on the usage, right, of a kitchen that's that question. Some of these kitchens that I said are 24/7, they're probably gonna have to use 8. I mean, if I had a kitchen, I'd probably change those every 90 days, just to make sure. You know, it's a couple $100 here, a couple $100 there, saving me an $8,000, $9,000, $10,000 boiler repairs. A lot of food to eat. Thanks, everyone.
Thank you.
Rich, thanks for the